Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamescast, episode 355. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Hey, guys.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Oi!
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers, to episode 355. We get to kick this one off. We're going to kick this one off with a little sad news. We're going to kick it off. The lead designer from Anthem and the Mass Effect trilogy at Bioware, Corey Gaspur, I hope it's how you say his last name. Maybe it's Jasper, if it's a soft G. I'm sorry. Has passed away. We don't have any details why, how. He's 44, I think. And
pretty young.
Yeah, pretty young. Suddenly passed. It seems very, very drastic. I mean, on his Twitter, he was posting up to like the 19th. He had some stuff posted about like Casey Hudson joining him and how he's excited to have his mentor back and everything like that back at BioWare. But yeah, he passed away, and yeah, it's sad. Sad story. I mean,
he worked on a lot of really great games at BioWare.
Yeah, he had
most of their good ones.
A really a very awesome resume there.
Yeah,
as far as what he was involved with, and yeah,
for his age, and what he's been involved with. I mean, already. I mean, it's awesome. It's a big community, but it's also like a very close knit. Like people know, everybody knows everybody kind of thing. So it's like. It's sad when you see like people and teams like because everybody kind of works with somebody that moves to another team and you're all over the place, but you get to see like reactions across the video game world reacting to this. It's just not good. So it's sad. I really I expect they'll do something very nice for him in Anthem. Memorial wise, so I expect that actually in game, not just credits kind of thing. I think an in game kind of thing. So that's our lead. Sorry to open with the bad news, but it's sad, and we had to tell everybody that. I don't really want to go into the BioWare news right after that because it's just not. It's not good. I don't want to do that.
All right, we can circle back.
Let's circle back to that. Let's go with the rumors for Persona, actually. Let's go into a little fun news. Persona rumors Q2, Dancing All Night 2, and whatever the hell P5 are apparently rumored for domains being registered. Any ideas? No systems attached?
No, these are just website domains. I believe in just a couple hours, probably by the time you all are going to be listening or watching this, there's a Persona concert in Japan going on, and obviously, they're going to have a lot of ears and eyes, on this thing, so they're going to use it to, I'm sure, release and announce some new stuff. So Q2 is the sequel to Persona Q, which was on the 3DS, which had the Persona 3 characters meeting the Persona 4 characters and like a chibi weird RPG mix, which was supposedly good. I never played it.
If I had to guess, I'm going to say that's going to be a 2DS game.
Yeah, it would not surprise me. It would not.
No, that's where I would lay my chips on that.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah,
it's probably already been in development, for a year or two. So
that's going to be announced tonight.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, it would make the most sense for that to happen, within the next 12 hours, to coincide with the concert, because it's a pretty big deal there.
Yeah.
Dancing All Night would be the sequel to the PS Vita exclusive Dancing All Night, which I've never played. It looks so weird even for me. Corey, have you ever played it? Or?
I did not play it, but it did very well on Vita.
Oh yeah, I know, it was one of the few games.
But I don't see that going to be on Vita. And so, like, if you see us in Slack, I was definitely joking about Vita being a thing because this is probably gonna be a PS4 game.
Yeah, that's my instinct on this.
I would guess PS4.
And then P5R
could stand for Ruby, Red, Rouge.
Something new, a new game mode for the Persona world. I don't think so. I really hope we get a golden version of Persona 5. That's when I'll probably replay it. But I don't know.
The thing is, it took them over 4 years, right, to get Golden now on Vita.
Okay.
Since the release of 4, I believe.
Okay.
So I don't see a Golden or a Crimson or a Ruby version of P5 anytime soon. And I also have a bet that it won't be anytime soon. So full disclosure there, but
I still think your best interest.
I still think it would be like 4 years. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
or even 3 years.
right. But at the same time, on my end of the spectrum, what I'm thinking is that because the Vita is just, it's just a shovel or two of dirt away from being, just buried completely.
It always is.
Right. But I mean, just with the Switch success in Japan and that looking to take over, the 3DS market completely, I think
I
Atlas.
just don't think Persona is going to be on a console other than PlayStation.
I don't think so either.
Branded.
That's my feeling. That's why I was half joking when you posted that, Tony, because I know the wish and the want. Because first of all, being able to play Persona 5 on the go would be the ultimate thing for me. I would enjoy that quite a bit. So I want it on the Switch, but I just don't. I mean, that was kind of half joking for PS4.
I mean, I understand, but your stance, but I just don't see the logic behind it when you have all these other series like Dragon Quest, which is cross-platform.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's the same thing though. Like Persona 4 could have been on any console if they wanted. They could have ported Golden to 3DS if they wanted.
Nah, I don't think 3DS could have handled.
PSP got Persona 3, man. They could have done.
Yeah, but it was super gutted.
Saying they still could have done it. Like if they really wanted to put Persona on another console, they could have done it. I don't see it happening. And plus the director, and not that it matters because he's support anyway. But the director is he's on other stuff now. He's doing that fantasy one.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, this is just be a B team or C team, just exploring.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like Persona's been a PlayStation branded game, and I know it's not a first party, so it makes sense. But still, it's like kind of. I just don't see it happening, and not that I don't want it to happen or anything, but yeah, it's just doesn't seem likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe in the next 12 hours.
All right, let's see. Yeah, maybe we'll.
Hopefully, right?
Yeah.
I'd love to be like you guys listening to this, be like, ha ha,
and be like, "Oh, look at this idiot talking about Sony." All right. Doomfist officially released. Doomfist Overwatch officially launched. Anybody play him?
Nope.
No, man.
Wow. I figured one of you guys would have logged in and give him a shot. Or a fist.
I want to do I want to do my placement stuff still, but it's like I always wait till the last minute now. And it's like, well, might as well wait till the last minute again, I guess.
All right.
I mean, plus I just like, I mean, Mercy's like my character, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what else we have here then. No Doomfist talk about. Oh, we'll go back to the Bioware news. Okay, so Bioware Montreal. It's been announced today that it was absorbed / merged with Motive Studios. So, they're working on a new IP, right? Is that what this is here?
Yep.
New IP with Jade Raymond at the helm. So, new IP. All right. Again, I got to bring it up, guys. It's going to cause an argument. Got to bring it up. Because, again, no mention of Mass Effect at all being worked on.
Well, it wouldn't be them anyway.
Somebody has to be working on the game for it to come out anytime soon, Mike.
It would be proper after Anthem's done.
3 years.
Thing is,
I said 3 years announcement.
We did. Well, we did say announcement.
Yeah, I know. E3, 3 years. I know.
But like
2020.
I mean, announcement means nothing really. It's like people could not be working on this game for 3 years and then announce it. Like I don't think Andromeda was being worked on for the past 4 years either. Like
it was.
I mean, yeah, and then they threw it all out in a year.
I think here's the thing. I think,
it took them about a year to make that game in reality.
Bioware Montreal is just it doesn't have a lot of talent. I don't think in terms of their studio. I think they really made a bad game with Andromeda.
No, I mean, Bioware in general has not been good. Like their track record recently has been pretty shitty.
Well, they were already scaled down, and now they're going on to do that. So that was sort of what was going to happen already anyway.
It's just, I don't know. I just can't get excited. And I know you guys were like talking about KOTOR and stuff. Like I don't want to see Bioware make KOTOR anymore. Fuck that. I don't.
What do you want to see them do?
Not anything other than any. I don't care what they do actually. Cause I don't really care.
I don't care.
what they make.
I don't care.
Really think that they're making good games right now. So like we'll see how Anthem is, but like I just don't have faith that they're gonna make good games at this point.
No, I'm with you. I agree 100%.
I don't want to see KOTOR in their hands. Like I'd rather have. I'd rather have Obsidian do it. Like, let them try again and have them make a good KOTOR game. Because why not? Like, I just don't think Bioware is making good games.
Yeah, they're not what they were. That's for certain. So, I mean, I liked the idea of what Anthem is. I just obviously we haven't seen enough yet to actually say I want to.
I know like you're not particularly rooting for it, Tony, but I would love to see it succeed. It's just I don't have faith in that it's going to.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't see the room for it if Destiny is still a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it has to carve out its own market. Like, if it's going to copy what Destiny's doing, it's not going to work because it's not going to, like you said, there's no room for that. It needs to be something different.
And it seems like that was its design philosophy, though.
I mean, everything they're saying is the exact same stuff that, Bungie said pre-Destiny.
It's like, there is only so much of a certain market for a certain type of game. It's what happened to Halo with Call of Duty taking over and pretty much anyone else.
I mean, Division couldn't do
Call
it
of Duty for that.
With this shared world shooter thing. So we'll have to see. It depends on the support, the community, and how much the the marketing is behind this. Because
I mean, the only thing that would get me excited about this is if it contained really great storytelling, but the whole shared world idea thing sort of puts the kibosh on that. Like, if I want BioWare to do something, I want it to do a good story. And
yeah, but I think
how much story can you get with the shared world universe?
Well, I think that's where I think Destiny improved greatly on its story from vanilla version of it. I
haven't played since.
I know.
So
I'm just saying that
that
lesson was learned by a team already, and you would hope that the people making another game that's like that will take those notes and make it more narrative driven and cinematic.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, there are great stories to be told in shared world environments, and I think there are a lot of pretty neat stories in WoW, right? I mean, WoW did a pretty good job with some of their stories. It's just a matter of how you build it, and it's tough because not many people have succeeded.
Yeah.
Not to mention they're down the lead designer for that game. He was the lead.
Yeah. I mean,
they're in a little bit of trouble. I think in general, the whole company, every part of it.
I mean, they just brought back Casey Hudson.
Yeah, they did, but still.
Do we need to put Savior on him now? Savior.
I'm just saying, this is Bioware's last chance. If Anthem fails, studio's done.
Well, the amount of eggs they're putting in this basket is, there's no recovering from that.
Yeah,
none at all. I mean, Dragon Age
would have had a
because we know that
plan if they had a little stuff going on with Mass Effect, but
there's no backup plan for Mass Effect. Majority of people didn't like that game.
Andromeda was the backup.
Oh, that's true. Oh my God, that's perfect. That's isn't that the part of the story? Isn't that?
Yeah.
Aren't they the backup plan, Mike?
Yep. It works on two different.
I mean, kind of.
No, I don't know. Never mind. I saw the price for Andromeda the other day for $19, and it's still not worth rebuying ever. So I'm not gonna ever finish that game. 20 hours in.
They also had
No.
Yeah, EA also had their investor call last week. They mentioned Mass Effect Andromeda 3 times.
Oh.
And that was it. So no mention of DLC for story, anything like that. So it doesn't look likely. Yeah.
Oh, biggest news of the week, Nintendo has announced the SNES will in fact have pre-orders in the US at the end of August.
Look at Jim, getting all excited again.
This is fake news.
It's not fake news, it's happening! The unicorn exists! They do exist!
They do exist.
I mean, wasn't it that they couldn't do pre-orders because of an FCC thing?
No.
That was the rumor, yeah.
That was the rumor,
it's the same with Xbox One right now. It's not been FCC approved.
It is FCC approved, and they're still not doing theirs either. I was going to mention that as well. The worst news of the week is that Microsoft has yet to figure out how they want to do pre-orders for this game system of theirs. So it's two different things.
They don't need to, because nobody's going to be rushing out to buy it.
I know, but everybody wants it. I know that, but everybody wants it. You have to do a campaign, Corey. You have to have a pre-order.
Taco Bell, man. Buy a Taco Bell at the end of the month. And
I know, I saw that.
Well,
that thing's launching in what?
Campaign. There's a campaign
what is that?
right there.
Is that October or November? It's
November 7th.
3 months. 3 months.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, again, I'm not saying it can't happen because obviously
they're doing something special at Gamescom for it. They have some panel thing going on.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they just. Announced that.
Last year they announced it, so people knew it existed last year. Scorpio.
such a mistake.
It just feels like their timetable for this just I don't understand it. Like I feel like last year they shot their S
after
console.
the Pro.
Yeah, last year they shot themselves the S console, and it's not even that much better than the Pro. Like that's the worst part about it. Like it is very powerful. The graphics card still bottlenecked by the CPU, which is what the Pro has a problem with. Like it's still the same problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. 80 games. Actually, though, 80 games are going to support it at launch. Enhanced games, which I think there were 80 on a list for Sony as well. So I maybe there's 50. I can't remember exactly, but I will say the support for the Sony's Pro unit has like dropped off immensely, where I don't even notice it in games anymore. So like Horizon was awesome, but it just feels like first party games are going to support it, but like what third party is going to take advantage of this? So
what have you played that's come out after the Pro?
XCOM.
So
it didn't come out. Did that come out after like? Did they come out with a patch?
They patched it. Yeah, they patched it for the Pro. Faster load times, just overall better running game. I don't think Persona ran with it. Last of Us looks amazing. That's not their first party. Let me go for. I'm trying to think third party. Diablo 3 apparently looks.
I'm just
good.
saying, like, what game did you play recently that you played before the Pro, that you played after the Pro, that you could really compare? Because I mean, XCOM, you're thinking about.
XCOM was it actually. That was the game I was playing in the middle of the upgrade, so there was a difference visually, slightly, and loading-wise, there was much more.
So yeah, so you are seeing a difference. So like,
it's just not supported that much. That's the thing.
Right.
So there's not enough support for it, and it's the one I'm worried about for the X as well. So, but the SNES here was the start. That was the news. That's a good thing. They're doing pre-orders. End of this month. I don't know why I'm announcing it because I don't want anybody on there, but.
I mean, if you're gonna get a classic console, this is the one that you would want to get.
I know. I mean, you know what's funny is like thinking about guys like the N64 is a very good machine. Shadows of the Empire stuff, but did they have rights to that?
You're gonna get it from me.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't like the N64? Okay, he just logged off.
I think he's frozen.
He's frozen. He's okay.
Like,
he'll catch up in a second. But the N64, he's frozen. The N64
he always
obviously
makes the best faces when he's frozen.
Yeah, the N64 is probably coming next year, and
absolutely.
I mean, it's not. I don't think it has the same impact though as what this SNES is bringing with it, game wise. Think about what they could have on that system. Like, is there that like lock set amount of games that everybody wants to play
on N64?
Yeah, like. There's a general consensus on the SNES. Like, I felt like, if you look at Nintendo's list, the Nintendo Classic one, even that one is like, not everything on there you want to play, but like I feel like on this list, like everybody's very happy with the SNES list.
So what I'll say to that, I mean, I kind of agree with you.
Yeah,
but
you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm saying like it's not.
No, I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I do. Like the way I see it is the NES Classic was kind of just the casual gamer, and Reggie even talked about it. I know he's a PR person, whatever, but he, one of the parts he's like, we honestly did not expect our hardcore fans to want to purchase this when they can buy all of these games on the 3DS or the Wii U or the Wii already.
Yeah.
NES Classic games. And the selection, in my opinion, on the NES Classic was like the super popular,
They went like,
blah, blah, blah. With the SNES Classic, at least in my opinion, the games that are on there, those are for the hardcore crowd. Like Final Fantasy
that's
3
right,
US, Secret of Mana, Mega Man X, Yoshi's Island. Those are what I consider more like hardcore type games as opposed to, the NES. With the N64, I think we're going back to the casual type stuff that people are like, oh yeah, I remember Mario Kart 64.
You get like Pilot Wings, you get like Wave Race maybe.
Right, Super Mario 64, GoldenEye, Star Fox 64. Those are like,
and they're all great games. Opinion. And I would like to play. If they get Wave Race running up again, like, can they do that? I think they're having issues with that game, right? That hasn't been re-released.
It was available on the Wii and Wii U Virtual Console. The issue was the license for the Kawasaki
I think
jets
that's what it was.
in the game.
Licensing.
They had to remove all the logos and stuff like that.
All right, but I would like to play that again because I used to have so much fun playing that game.
If they really wanted to make sure that the N64 Classic would be a surefire hit, they would work out a deal with Microsoft to get the rare games available.
Yeah, and I think that would actually, I believe, this is going to sound crazy, but I believe Microsoft would do it. It kind of
these
follows
days,
their,
I
follows their logic. Yeah,
wholeheartedly agree that Microsoft would do it.
Yeah, so we would get like you could get Perfect Dark, you could get Banjo,
GoldenEye,
you could get you can get what else did they work on? I mean Donkey Kong
Racing.
Yeah, Diddy Kong. Oh God, yes, right.
Well, they own those properties, but not the game itself.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong. And
Yeah, the
stuff.
properties, and I mean, Rare did the games, but you know, it would be a quick licensing agreement. I don't see what.
I don't know if Microsoft has the license to that.
The thing is,
It's Banjo, without a doubt, and Perfect Dark.
I think the weird thing is that Rare owns the rights to some of the characters that they made. Obviously not Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, but like any original characters, I think, past that. I forget. It's really weird. It's really convoluted, and I think that's why we don't see all those characters in other games like Smash Brothers or whatever.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
Man, Mike is really gone.
He might have lost the internet or something.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I'm really psyched though for this Super Nintendo, and I really hope this time around I can get a pre-order in, because I guess there were pre-orders for the NES, even though I slammed
Well, it definitely
them saying
sounds like they are gonna have a lot more of these available. Also,
that doesn't mean don't pre-order it.
Right.
No, I'm
I absolutely
not
agree.
saying you shouldn't, but
Right, and as where Corey is going, and I think is where Corey is going. Just earlier in the year and last year, when nobody could find an NX Classic, and we were like, "Oh, what the fuck? Why isn't Nintendo making more?" It's like they probably had a certain allocation. They were like, "Hey, we want to make 1 million units," which is absurdly high for a device like that. Even those other like Sega, Atari plug and play things, I don't think any of those have cracked 1 million. And they're just like, all right, make 1 million of these for this year, and then we need to start production on the SNES Classic for next year. And then it was a big hit, and they're like, oh shit, maybe we should keep it around for like another few months. But because of the NES Classic not having a big run, I think because of that, the SNES Classic is going to have a much bigger run, because they could gauge the interest, gauge the demand, and increase their expectations and supply run.
And I think that people, and I think they figured people would want this one more as well. I mean, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System is much more like recognized as Nintendo's like classic console. When you talk about like Nintendo's classic stuff, like Super Nintendo's the first one that usually comes around.
Yeah,
the NES is like, people love that one, but like,
I love the NES. It was great for what it did in terms of revitalizing the industry, but the SNES Classic is home to some of the greatest games of all time.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so, I think Jim, you will. I predict you will be able to secure yourself one of these unicorns.
Yeah, I saw that GameStop's giving away the NES Classic on this month. They're giving away 15 NES Classics. GameStop. I'm not sure what the contest is. I'm not sure, but they are.
Apparently, Amazon, one of their stupid little things where it's just like in cities, or there's like a truck that drives around. Apparently, they're like, yeah, we have Amazon NES Classics, and if you're in these following cities, it's like, what the fuck is this service? Like, you literally drive up to this truck apparently, or something like that. It's like, okay, sure, Amazon, whatever.
I saw that. What's funny is we were going into Philly, and I thought maybe I could maybe able to swing that one, but
What the fuck did you go into Philly?
I was in Philly on Saturday.
The fuck were you in Philly for?
A concert. I was down at the
concert?
At the stadium. Tom Petty was playing Wells Fargo.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So.
Yeah, Mike did lose his internet, so his internet died. So we'll see. I don't know if he'll be able to get it back by the time we finish.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into what we've been up to then, Tony. Kick us off.
So a lot more Splatoon 2. I have a funny experience to tell. So people tend to like add me, or I'll add like some people that from Splatoon 2 that like were good and stuff like that. So I have this one friend, and I've never met this person or anything. It's a girl. Her name is like Noelle. And the other day over the weekend, she used the Nintendo Switch app to invite me to like a private lobby battle. I was like, okay, sure. Like, you know what? I haven't actually used this feature yet, so let me test it out. This is a good chance to test it out. So I joined this room. It's her and these two other dudes, right? And instantly I was like, oh, what did I get myself into? Because
what?
The girl
Where is this story
one
going?
guy were 12 years old.
Oh my god.
Literally 12 years old. And the other dude said he was 20, but you could tell he had some... I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way or anything like that, but he definitely had some mental health type of issues, like development maybe or something. Just the way
Maybe
he
just had a
talking.
stutter.
No. It's just...
Oh.
the way he was processing things and whatnot, and not picking up on like verbal cues and whatnot. So I was just like, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into right now? And they're like, all right, we have 4 people. We're going to play hide and seek. I'm like, what the fuck is hide and seek? How are we going to play hide and seek in Splatoon? They're like, we're going to divide up into teams, and you have to, the hiders get a minute to just spray the level with ink, and you got to hide in the ink. And the seekers have to, find and kill the people. I was like, what is this? Are you serious? So just to go along with it, I was like, all right, sure. So they set this like custom rules up. It was called Rainmaker, which is basically like oddball or something where you have to hold a trophy for a certain amount of time to win the round. So the first round, I accidentally picked this thing up, and the one older dude on the team just starts like, not yelling at me, he's like, you're not supposed to grab the Rainmaker. I'm like, I didn't know that. They didn't mention that. Like, I can't help that. So then one of the people killed me. I'm like, don't touch the Rainmaker. I'm just like, I can't right now. I just can't. And then, because when you're in teams, like, you only hear your teammates. So when we went back to the lobby, the girl and the other guy were, like, really mad. And they're like, why'd you grab the Rainmaker? I'm just like, he told me to do it. And he's like, no, I didn't. So I just, like, kind of funked at them. It was really bad.
Oh, my God.
And so I was like, man, this is, I'm not defending it, but I could see Nintendo's reasoning behind, some of the hoops that you have to, practice. The hoops you have to go through. So I was like, yeah, I'm done with this because I don't think it's going to turn out well if I, start swearing in front of 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
So still playing a lot of Splatoon 2. Fucking love Salmon Run, which I know I mentioned before. Like, I haven't been to Horde modes ever since Gears of War 2, but Salmon Run is fucking addicting as hell, but it's also frustrating because the people that you get on your teams, you're just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, they'll just be running off on their own. It's just like, bro, the bosses are right over here. Where are you going? What are you trying to accomplish right now?
Gotta spam that over here button.
Oh, God, man. Oh, man. I lost a match in the first round the other day because these people were just idiots. It's frustrating. It's hard, but it's rewarding. So other than this,
you're playing with 12-year-olds. That's why. Tony.
Maybe I am.
Confirmed.
Yeah. Other than that, I got to play Snipper Clips, so I bought Snipper Clips,
cool.
the full version. Played that with Edge. That game is really fun and really creative. I would definitely recommend it. I think if Sonia is into the art style, I think she'd like it.
We played the demo.
Oh, you said she didn't care for it, right?
Yeah, it's all right.
The demo levels are just like really basic. The game actually does get pretty hard in terms of what they're asking you to do and just the puzzle. So it's like
trying to figure it all out. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really fun, and I got Overcooked Special Edition on Switch.
Yeah.
Played like 2 hours of that with Zach. I had a lot of fun with that. That game is awesome. It does have some frame rate issues on the Switch.
They patched today, or did they patch it today, or they're releasing a patch this week? I saw that.
They said they're working on it.
I thought that they were patching it very shortly. That's what I just saw.
That's what they said. They haven't given a window or anything like that. But hopefully they can get it to a lock 30, which will match the other console versions. It is slightly noticeable, but I don't think it's anything like absolutely game breaking. It's not like an action, 60 FPS dropping to 30. It's 30 title dropping to like 23, 24.
No, Sonia does. My wife really did like that one a lot too.
That game is hard too. Like. The shit they
especially with a freaking person, like, and obviously it's local co-op, so you're sitting next to these people yelling at them like, what the fuck, and yeah, you have to realize like, give me my fucking burgers, damn it, I'm burning burgers over here, like, wash the dishes, give me lettuce.
Yeah, it was funny because like Zach was kind of yelling. He's like, I need a plate for this damn burger. I'm like, it's on a plate already. I put it on a plate. Just serve it. And he's like, and it's just like goes and runs off. We're just like,
I mean, that's where that game shines, and obviously, yeah, you want to play with people, and I can't because I've only played it 2-player as well, so. Like, I wonder, like, the chaos that must ensue with 4 people.
So then, after you guys left on Sunday, we actually managed to play 4-player with Happo and EJ. They were a little inebriated on substance.
Oh, absolutely.
So we only played like 2 rounds before they're like, we can't handle this right now. It was sheer chaos. Like, in one aspect, you're like, yeah, 4 players would make this easy. But in the other aspect, you're like, get out of my way! Get the fuck out of my way! Like, just get out of the way. So it's definitely hectic, but I would love to try 4-player with like people that like know what's going on and are fully aware of their surroundings.
The stages are cool and unique, and they become obstacles as well. As where you're like the one they're like, get on your side because this is not going to work. You need to be over there.
The one map, they're like, you have to switch between 2 driving trucks, and it's like, what? This is absurd, but it works. So I'm really enjoying that game. Definitely would recommend it. If you don't have it on the other systems because it's been on sale, but it's $20 on the Switch. Highly recommend.
Right now it's on sale on PSN for like $12 or something.
Right. But just the portability of the Switch. This is one of those games where it's like, if I have my Switch and just somebody is like, we got 15 minutes to kill. It's like, let's play a couple of levels of Overcooked. I think it really shines because.
And I told the opening sequence. Did you watch that?
Yeah. With
the Pastafarian or whatever his name is, like the spaghetti monster. It's like,
Zach was like, what is going on? He's like, what? And then, because you meet the was it Onion King or whoever the hell he is. Yeah. And then, like, later on, you meet him in a hut, and he has, like, a polar bear skin on the floor. And he's like, where the fuck did this guy get a polar skin rug? Like, polar bear skin rug. It's just, like, absurd. Completely absurd. And they're like, oh, like, we sent you back in time. Quickly, hop into the time portal. It's like, what? Why is this about
pretty hilarious. Yeah. Like, the whole point of the game is pretty hilarious. Like, you're learning to cook because you need to defeat the spaghetti monster, Pastafarius or whatever his name is.
Yeah, exactly. So, highly recommend that if you are interested in local co-op.
Cool.
And that's it for me.
All right, Corey?
A lot of Splatoon. Just been playing that, really. Cool. Turf War, and I haven't really gotten into Salmon Run too much because a lot of times I'm like, I just want to level up my guy. I want to get my levels up and get some money. So just doing the Turf War, and that's just a lot. It's a lot of fun. This is a blast, and it's one of those games that just has that one more round. That's one more. Cause they're so short. It's like it's 3 minutes, so you're in and you're out, and then you're like, I can do one more, and all of a sudden you realize it's been like 2 hours, and you're like, oh shit.
Wait, what is this?
It's Splatoon. It's like,
I just want to make sure we're talking about Splatoon. That's funny.
it's just like one of those things. It's like one more round. I can do one more round. It's going to be 3 minutes. I'll be fine. And you're like, fuck. Just lost that one, or I just won that one. So it's pretty cool. And I sent like that picture of the one that I was like, it was 44.4 to 44.5 or whatever. But like the points were by 1. Like it was 1 point that we won by 1%. That was ridiculous. I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. Because it's just one of those things where like that last second little squirt of the gun just like
exactly.
Out.
Like oh shit, like
it's like throw a bomb. 3 seconds, throw a bomb.
Yeah, do anything. Just do anything.
Yeah. So it's great, and the problem though is that you do get people that disconnect, and when they disconnect, you will lose because going against 3 people is like a cakewalk. Because
I won 1 match.
I don't see how it's possible because those other people have to be super stupid and just keep spraying their same area that they've been spraying because you need those. You need like numbers matter in this.
Oh, game. Absolutely, 100%. I agree. I don't know how we did it either. Don't know how we did it either, but it happened. I was just like,
yep.
Like damn.
And the other things like, cause I'm loving the game, but there are a lot of issues like that where if you get disconnects, you're fucked. And then the fact that you can't party up with people and play online really is a bummer. Like it would be nice to just be able to play with your friends, but I guess they don't want you to just like run through people or something. But because like once you have a coordinated team, it makes it that much like you are gonna win if you have a team that's working together.
Well, so I understand you could do that for ranked. So like if we jumped into ranked, we would always definitely be on the same team. I think if we do a league as well, it's the same way. It's just for some reason casual play, and I think it's kind of what you said. Like they just don't want a pre-made group of people jumping.
Because and exactly, you're getting people that are level 1, 2, 3, 4 playing people that are level 30. So it's like every range of people. So it's casual, student. So it's just like a quick play. So they just want people to get in and have fun and play. And the other thing, if you are like in a game with someone, like if we're in a game, Tony, we can't switch weapons. Like we have to.
That is my biggest gripe. That is my biggest gripe because I'm just like I really want to switch weapons, but I don't want to leave the lobby because I have to sit out for a fucking match. Then I'm just like fuck it, just keep going.
Just gonna use this gun for the next 10 rounds, whatever.
They really need to be able to patch it so you can just change it in the lobby.
Yeah.
And that was something that was in Splatoon 1, from what I understand, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I have to say, the single player is a lot of fun, and it really teaches you mechanics, and it shows you, and it makes you use different weapons to kind of learn them as well, which is perfect. And the boss battles are hilarious at the same time.
That first boss battle.
They're hilarious and at the same time challenging, and they make you have to think about everything you've learned, which is great. Like, you're taking all these things that you are learning through the levels and applying it in the boss battle, which is what we love so much about Titanfall 2, which is like, we're going to teach you these things and now you have to actually use them to survive, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's been a great game. Definitely recommend it if you have a Switch.
Okay.
I think it's definitely the best game that I've played on the Switch. Obviously, Zelda's out there as well. But Switch exclusive, I would say it's the best game.
Okay, cool.
And then the last thing I just want to mention real quick, because it was pretty hilarious. Tony, we were at Happel's little barbecue, and we played this game that I brought called the World Championship of Russian Roulette. And obviously, that's going to throw people off a little bit and not be something that everybody wants to just get involved with, because you're playing Russian roulette and it's about blowing your brains out. But the theme came off really well in the game, and it was just hilarious. It was a lot of fun, and it was a 6-player game, and we had 6 people going. It was great, good times. So just wanted to throw that out there. It was a good game.
Cool. All right, I got to. I've been playing. I played Tetris on the Switch like crazy at work. I love playing that at work.
Just like endless mode or something?
Yeah, just because it's old Tetris. Like, I used to play that on the Nintendo. I used to just play that like nonstop as a kid. And then I'm terrible at Puyo Puyo. I found that out.
Oh god.
God, I'm terrible at that. Oh my god, I'm terrible at that. My jaw. I think my mouth was down the whole time, and like what? Like, I'm like ready for something like, I don't know. I thought it was like something ready for like Bubble Bobble or even like Dr. Mario or something like that. I was like, okay, I can play those kind of games I'm pretty good at, but Puyo Puyo I'm not good at all. No. Even Columns I was good at. Puyo Puyo is a little different. But yeah, so I played a bunch of Tetris because I like enjoy that as a fun little quick puzzle game. Mostly though, I can't stop playing it. It's like just hacking away at my insides. Valkyria Chronicles. I have not given up, even though I said I was giving up on chapter 11, I think, at that point in time. I'm now midway through chapter 15.
You did this to yourself with the other.
I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. What do you mean with Fire Emblem?
You kept like didn't the same thing happen where you kept like failing a mission over and over again, and you're like, fuck this game.
But that one I took I actually never got back to Conquest. I never played more Conquest after that.
Oh,
I did walk away. I did walk away from Conquest. Yeah, because that one mission with the god. Now you remember. Oh my god, I don't even have it anymore. Oh, I do have it digitally. Shit. No. But Valkyria Chronicles is not. It's not like it's not that great of a story. Like, it's not drawing me in like crazy. But now the drive to finally finish this game, because there is only 18 chapters. I had to find out how many chapters there were, and I'm halfway through chapter 15 right now. So I'm almost there.
That's so close.
I'm finishing it. I was very happy that I was able to actually get a mission done within like 10 minutes just before the podcast. Like, I did a 10-minute mission. Like, I've learned how to like use my scouts in that game to just basically run through a mission. So it's basically cheating at the game, but it works, and I'm doing it because I want to finish that game. So the scouts are awesome. They have the most movement. And they can just get behind enemy lines and raise the flag, and game over. That's how you do it. So, anyways, that's it for me. I think it's going to wrap up this podcast episode with no Mike coming back. So, we'll find out what Mike was playing.
Like his internet's still
I'll cover Mike. Mike's been playing Injustice. Bizarro Superman came out. He's been playing that quite a bit.
No, Starfire came out, I think.
Starfire came out. No, but Bizarro Superman skin. I know that because I was reading about it. That's out too.
Is it out or is it coming out?
Oh, maybe it's coming out. Sorry. I thought he said that was coming out last week. I thought it was out now. So
yeah.
Maybe he's playing it now. Starfire's out. Yep, Starfire. Is that Starfire? Yeah. Starfire. He's enjoying the multiplayer mode of it now, even though he gets frustrated every now and again, and he's still unlocking more things in the single player. Yeah.
Did you guys get physical rewards for Mighty Number 9?
Yes, I did. Oh, where is it? Here it is, guys.
Oh, I was supposed to. I don't know if I've actually received it yet.
Here it is. released on April 2015. I got it yesterday. A box.
April 2015.
It was when it was supposed to come out. That was what the backers' release date was. Look, the book will fit into the case. So we have
The American version.
The American version works. I gotta say the box is actually pretty cool. However, I would like to. I don't know. I would like the game to actually have been good. I think I would have preferred that. So this is why I'm gun shy on Kickstarter.
Yep.
But, oh, by the way, I was gonna look at that Dream that retro system, Dreamcade, Dreamcade. Until they found out about the SNES, so maybe I'll. Dreamcade's being it's a Kickstarter on.
Yeah, I think with Kickstarters, like board games are kind of a little safer. Like
Yeah.
board games are like killing it in Kickstarter. Like almost every board game I hear about is on Kickstarter now. But as far as video games go, it's a little trickier. I don't know. I mean, there was just that news story about that one game where they made like $606,000 and they just canceled it. It's just a couple days ago, whatever.
Well, they're dealing with licensing right
It's
now,
nothing.
Dreamcade. So, but anyways, that's supposed to be a really cool retro game system that runs like a whole bunch of emulators. But so I was looking at that. But,
Yeah. Well, then you have your other solution as well going on.
But it's supposed to be a lot easier than that, than the Retro Pi. The Retro Pi is supposed to be very not as easy.
Well, you just need to know how to set it up.
Yeah. Anyways, that's going to wrap up 355, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Write us podcast at allyoucangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter at allyoucangeek. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tune in next week for 356. Thanks. Zombear.
Down there.